Hey everyone, I'm Rave Bay Melissa.
And I'm Fluffy.
And this is Dead Sober Podcast.
And I'm not even high. And this is technical difficulties. Yay.
Woo! That's all we do here is technical difficulties every day.
We play, whose fault is it? TikTok, ours, the dongles.
The microphone, the AirPods.
The $8 headphones. So yeah, I guess our first topic is a typical day by day at EDC. What's our schedule? What's this concept of day zero, which took me like way too long to figure out that that's just the day before the festival, because people that show up day of are just living life on the edge there.
Monsters. I could never.
Unprepared, monstrous children. How dare you?
I know. Well, and like the level of researching that we did was insane just to figure out what the hell EDC was. Like, it looks fun and awesome, but there is absolutely no instructions on anything and no direction. And like, you have to go into the depths of the internet to find anything. It's crazy.
You know, you got your shuttle times, but if you show up at your assigned shuttle time, you're going to actually be 20, 30 minutes delayed because you have to get through the line and through security. And I mean, thank goodness we've got like research FBI extraordinaire to be able to find out enough information to just be normal and enjoy the whole day. Because I definitely have an issue with wasting time. And if like we're supposed to be on the shuttle at 4:30 and we're on the shuttle and it's 5 and I just lost half an hour, and then it just kind of spirals from there. So we have an extensive day by day prep and we want to share our schedule with you and what we've got. So first is arrival day or day zero, and some things we learned. We need to get a case of water. So our first mission will be to get water in our room. And I think the shop downstairs, we're like, we'll go to the hotel store. This is a normal hotel, this will be fine. They were out of everything.
Yeah, like we tried to go down there and find like energy drinks, a Diet Coke, God forbid.
Band-Aids, like it was no Advil. They had no Advil.
No.
Whatever convention was there before us cleared them out of stuff. We were able to like get like one thing of water for $20 and then like refill it.
I was literally, when I was trying to make the list, I was like, what did we do last year? Because all I remember us is taking shots of liquid IV, which I would like you to know is what I continue to do now is I only take shots of liquid IV. I don't want to drink like an 8-ounce bottle of water liquid IV.
You don't drink the whole water bottle. You just do the little Dixie cup and throw it back.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to get it delivered one way or another.
I brought, and this isn't on our list, but I brought the collapsible water bottle. And that's what we used to shake it. It was absolutely clutch for the liquid IVs because you can't put the liquid IV in your hydro pack if you have a filter.
Yeah, that just filters it all out. Why aren't we getting our vitamins? I don't understand. Oh gosh. So yeah, our first mission was trying to get water. Now we know, let's just Uber Eats or Instacart a case of water or something there. I think I brought snacks in my suitcase. Like half my suitcase were little bags of goldfish. And they just got crushed. Like my boots were on top of them, just destroying half of our snacks.
Which we didn't eat anyways.
No, we didn't need. There's so much food. The hotel just like overmade food. So that I'm like, oh, do I need to get? No, I'm not bringing snacks. Like just more room for glitter. That's what I've got going on.
I just like don't understand how we ate the whole time. Like I feel like I just blacked out. Like the only thing I remember really. I don't even remember eating the pancake. I just know we ordered the pancake on the first day, and then that became like the 6 a.m. snack for the rest of the time because it was a pizza box size. But even like I remember eating at the festival, and it was like we had chicken tenders one day, we had grilled cheese, and you had something else another day. I don't remember the third day what we even ate at the festival, but we only ate like twice a day.
Yeah,
right?
We would order room service breakfast, and then it was so much because we thought we'd have to eat again and order lunch or something, but it was so much food we didn't need to. And then
Well, we didn't have enough time either.
no, and then we ate once at the festival. We maybe got we get like a drink early and maybe like a little snack if we saw something, but then we would have like our actual like let's have dinner, like sit down at I don't know 3, I don't know 2 in the morning or something, and then we get back from the hotel, and I think that was just feral snacks. I think when
Hmm.
we got back, we're like we have to eat something, chug an actual full liquid IV, not just a shot, because we got to like refill. And then cry in the shower, scrubbing glitter down the drain. I think that
Yes.
yeah, I'm like missing food, but I know we ordered. I think it's in the spreadsheet. So we'll have to like check the spreadsheet and
Oh, I
see
forgot
what
about the
we ordered.
spreadsheet.
Because like we would take turns like who put on like the room service or that kind of thing.
And figure out if the Starbucks is a mobile ahead of time. We
Oh
timed that perfectly because we ordered it in the room, and then by the time we got downstairs, it was ready.
Oh, and then watching everyone else stand in line, like that was very like petty satisfying is
Oh,
watching
so satisfying. It
everybody
was so
stand in line
satisfying.
trying to get their orders and we're just grab and go.
Well, yeah, I got to the point where I was like, okay, so should I get a coffee and like a fun drink? Because again, we have no drinks besides the water and the liquid IV, which I don't particularly want. And I have to get my one customary caffeine-based Coke. It was always Coke because I don't think they had Diet Coke at the festival. And
Mm-mm.
so I had to drink regular Coke, which is fine because other I have a caffeine problem. Like this isn't caffeine, but I think this is like a new fancy energy
Ooh, what
drink.
is that,
It's called
guy?
Yerba Mate. My friend told me about it at work, and apparently it's like good or better for you energy drink, I guess. It's organic. I don't know. It's 60 calories. It's great.
Ooh. It
Hmm.
almost, wait, what does it taste like? Is it like tea or is it,
It tastes closer to tea. It's
yeah.
um so you know how much I just love bubbly water,
Mm-hmm.
particularly LaCroix, where it tastes like you're shouting the color from the other room of the can, and then maybe you'll taste like a tropical punch, or burping from a far distance away, and that's what you're tasting. It's a little bit more than that, but it's not a lot of flavor, which I kind of like actually.
This is like
Um,
slow introducing you to bubbly fun water, just like slowly introducing me to house music, one tiny drop at a time.
Listen, I know this is not in the agenda, but I would like to offer that you added a House Sullivan King song to the playlist
Oh my God.
willingly without queuing. So I just want to say you are approaching stage 3.
And I guess I'll get into my PSA now that I just think there's a lot of bad influence going on between the DJs because Sullivan King now has released a house song and like some of us came here like that On and On is his brand new song just launched today. It's house and he's like you're getting
Is it
house for
House?
this is his
Is it
version.
House?
It's his version of house, but it's like he's like you're gonna get it breakfast, lunch, and dinner whether you like it or not. Like some of us came from like metal and like rock music, which he's like been on tours with bands like Avenged Sevenfold, I think. So
Yeah.
some of us are like being slowly fed into the house network, and like just the bad influence I see him posting with John Summit. So not only has he been getting a house music influence from him, but now he's doing this high intensity interval training and running and working out. Like, are we gonna have to like lift weights now? Like, we
Absolutely not.
just like to do house music, we've got to like have, triceps going. So, I mean, he's working out. John Summit's taking him for runs. Like, man, I think we're gonna
John
just.
Summit did like a marathon from space, which is like not like literally space, like the club in Miami. The club in Miami is called Space. It opens, you like go to watch the sunrise. It's like a whole thing in Miami.
Mm,
But he's like athletic and sober. Is
what's
that their
happening?
connection? Like, why are they connected? I don't understand where all of a
Yeah,
sudden it was
I
like,
don't know.
oh, hey, I'm deep in John Summit. I love how both, like, we are opposites in some ways. Like, I'm deep in John Summit TikTok for the most part, and you know everything about Sullivan King. Everything. Like, everything. I don't know a lot about him because I don't listen to, like, all of his music necessarily. Like, I listen to a lot of the big names or whatever, but you know everything about him, and I love that that also came up on your side because I got brought there because it was like, why is John Summit with
Who's he
Sullivan
hanging?
King?
Who's this guy? And I think he's gonna cut his hair. So I mean, just
Like
they're gonna do this.
short?
I think so. I think there's gonna be a crossover. I
Why?
I think we're gonna see like John Summit's gonna start getting, because he made like this harder house
Oh no.
music, invented this new, what is the name of it? Alien.
No, 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 no. John Summit. So the year before we went to EDC, John Summit went back to back with Subtronics. It was called Subjonics.
Uh,
And that's why when we were there, I don't know if you knew this, but while we were there and watching Subtronics, he brought out John Summit because
Isn't
the year
that your
before
best
they
friend?
played Subjonics and it was so John Summit, that's why I like him because a lot of his like most famous songs are house music and it leans more towards like the 20 house music year olds, but on the other side is the dubsteppy and he likes to, slide in with Subtronics all the time. It's very subtle, but
I
yeah,
wonder if that's how they met. I wonder if that's their crossover. Is like,
probably.
did Sullivan King and John Summit become friends through Subtronics, which is just like
But
perfect.
But think about it though. I don't think Subtronics and Sullivan King cross.
Is this one of those things where I just confuse them because the letters start the same and I learned about them at the same time?
Yes.
That might
Because
be
they
it.
don't cross at all.
No,
Like,
it's Excision. But I don't think John Summit mixes with Excision, so that wouldn't make sense.
mm-mm.
Subtronics and Sullivan King would be through maybe Excision.
Yes.
But yeah, so then that still doesn't. It's like the seven. What was that? The 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. We need to figure out what are the 7 degrees of how John Summit and Sullivan King hooked up. That now the house people have to listen to bass music, and the metal people are now getting into house against our will. And we're gonna start working out so we can keep up because like this is just what you do. Like I'm
Our
literally
next
like,
episode is going to
okay,
be like the chart with the red lines.
yes, it's just string everywhere, and I'm gonna be like rolling my sleeves, like, yeah, you see this?
See, I run and lift now.
Remember last episode I said I just walk on the treadmill on an incline? I run now. Listening to house music, just in case you were wondering.
Immediately, no. Just
I think you called it though, and that's as like I'm seeing the signs. Like you said last year, it took you like going to EDC. So like this year, we're like gonna go there and just be slowly influenced to being into house music, which I still really like. I don't like that song that he put out. Like I'm gonna listen to it. And I'm
yes.
giving it a chance. I also learned that I need to listen to the music on different devices and in different situations.
It's
So
giving
I'll,
neuro-spicy.
yeah, I will. I'll save that for our music review at the end. I'm gonna.
Okay. So during EDC week, there is obviously there's the parties, but the most sneaky undercover thing that you need to know is that some artists will release merch the day before. So like Elenium announced it on his Instagram. I think I saw it on his story last year. And that's why we went on time because we're like, oh, there's not gonna be a lot of people. And then there were like 1,000 people ahead of us, and we didn't get a jersey in the end. And, like if certain artists are coming, like I think Crank That had a jersey last year as well. If there are certain artists that you want merch for, just stalk their social media beforehand. And YDG usually, I don't, he's might be too big now, but he usually does like a meetup at the festival at a random location.
Ah,
He'll
cool.
put it on the TikTok and like circle the location and say, hey, just so you know, like meet here at 3 a.m. or whatever it is. So just when you get to the festival, you don't really have service. I don't know how true that is because we turned our phones on airplane mode.
My phone charged. Like I don't think I had it plugged in the whole time. But
I don't think you
I just
plugged it in
think we
at
didn't.
all.
Yeah, I don't think we had our. We just didn't have our phones out because we're like looking like where are all of our photos? Like we have some, but I really think we just didn't. We'd like take it out, record like a set or a couple things, and then mostly for safety reasons, put it away.
Well,
But
you
some,
put yours away the whole time. I am not good at taking pictures. I am much better at taking videos of like songs that I want to watch again. That's what like my whole TikTok is just videos of artists. It's usually not me, or like if it
yeah,
is, it's singing with somebody else. I'm not very good at taking pictures in general. Hence why I don't have any pictures with any of my friends. I have taken one picture a year with my friend Beth, who I've known forever. I think the only pictures I have with you are from EDC last year. I
yeah,
can't
we
find a single
never.
picture of us.
Yeah, I was even like the last time I visited, I don't think we like never remember to take a picture.
No, no, never.
Well, he's just like, look at this pancake. I'm like just very millennial core of only taking pictures of our food. Like, oh, I
Yes.
think you're in the background. Oh no, I told you like, hey, can you get out of the background of my food picture? You're taking up
Yes.
space.
Yeah, so I had mine and I put last year I attached the clutch loop to my iPhone, my Apple Watch, and I had it in my hand the whole time because I didn't want to keep pulling it out for the videos for the music. You didn't know the music enough to care to have
About it.
your phone out.
Well, and also like, can I just play it on Spotify? But like, because I didn't know at the time, and I feel like this is my okay. Let's see if I got this. This is what I have now observed that music, you will hear songs over and over again because of the algorithm and think that they're real and they're out there, but they're not released yet. So it's like at EDC, I just assume they're playing the album they already released. And now, like, you release an album, then you go on tour to promote it. But it almost seems to be the opposite in this
It's the
industry,
opposite.
where it's boom, surprise song, everyone loses their mind, underground, I know about it. And then you can't find the song anywhere, maybe SoundCloud or something. It's like you just can't get it for years, it feels like. I don't know, time's not real.
I'm so glad you brought this up because I was thinking about this as like my shower thought is EDM. I think it's because they're not like as big as like a Rihanna or Lady Gaga or Taylor Swift, right? Like Taylor Swift can drop an album and everyone will go listen to it. But if a random DJ drops an album, people aren't necessarily going to go. The audience isn't there. They're not that big. So I think they have to hype it up. And then when they have enough hype songs and they drop the album, then people go. But they're not big
Okay.
enough at baseline for people to care to like monitor, check, that sort of thing.
Yeah, if you're just putting it out there, people, you have to give people an event and give people a reason to focus. Because then when you do that, you're going to get a big spike in listens. You can then show, look how good I did, and use that to kind of get other things. I guess, yeah, recording at EDC will give you access to music that you might not get to hear when you're not there for a while, even if you've heard it a few times,
Or like
before.
they'll remix it in ways that are not, you can't either find, you'll either be the first to hear it because they don't have it on, they haven't played it in other festivals and somebody hasn't recorded it, but they're DJs. So like they can remix their own songs over and over and over again.
And that's the worst too, because I get like very attached to inanimate
You don't
objects. Weird.
say. This whole
There's
episode should just be technical issues and Fluffy being neurospicy.
things that are not surprising. So, I get like really attached to like a certain mix or something, and then when you can't hear it, like it's like ugh, like I just like I miss it. So like even the pop songs, I really think that I like it. Like I loved that Ordinary song, and I'm like, this is a perfect song. You can't improve the Alex Warren Ordinary song, but then Adventure
I don't.
Club did their remix.
Oh, okay,
And it's
yes.
like, oh, okay, the other one's trash. This is the only version I ever need to hear, but I can't. It's not on Spotify yet. It's only SoundCloud, and they need the original artist to like say that it's okay to put it on Spotify. So now I'm like, but I'm more attached to the new one, the remix. The other one's too slow now. There's no in the, in the middle.
So, this brings up an excellent feud that my followers are having a hard time with. So, I commented on somebody who posted a video of Adventure Club playing that song, and I said, play it at EDC or I'll revolt. And then they said they would, except they're not going to be at EDC.
Yeah.
Are they a surprise guest? Are they just going to pop up?
Is
There's a
there
lot of
s-
questions.
is there somebody like because we can predict that like Shaq might show up with certain people. So is there somebody that they're close to that is going?
Who are their top like co DJs in their top list? Yeah,
Just them. Their top five so far are just them. Yuna.
they're not going to be at EDC.
This is a bigger mystery.
It's a huge mystery. And
They're Canadian too.
yes, and they're really fun. So I don't know if they're going to be at EDC. I don't know if they're going to just show up out of nowhere. I don't know. Adventure Club is a. Maybe they'll comment on this video. Adventure Club, tell us. Are you just going to show up? Because I will be there. Please tell me
Well,
where to go and
yeah.
we will show up.
We will
Even if it's at
ditch.
circuit grounds,
Ah,
which we hate with a passion. However, I do want to offer I know this is kind of going back to the original agenda, but if you are going to EDC early and you want to sit and find a good spot at circuit grounds, you almost need to go early and then go right away. So like last
Oh
year,
yeah.
we were the first shuttle round. We would go to circuit grounds right away. Like we saw Coven last year.
Oh,
And
that's
because we
so
went right
good.
away, we were in the front. And then we stayed there for Sarah Landry, who we'll talk about in a little bit. And we had a good spot. But then trying to leave was when we were like, what is happening? So
Full blown
if you
panic
get
attack.
there early right away and just stay there, you might have a better spot in the front than if you come later, where you'll get stuck in the back and it is a horrible time in the back.
You're like, hey, I've heard of Coven. You might like her. Want to go check it out at Circuit Grounds. We didn't know. My hate for Circuit Grounds developed after this.
Yes.
So we went to Circuit Grounds. We were like, I don't know. We chose not to stand at the rail because like
Hmm.
we could sit back. We could see more of her set in the video. Like we were so close that we couldn't see the video screens.
Hmm.
And she actually sings. Like
Hmm.
Coven gets up there, belts out. Like she's just such a talented
Oh
singer.
my God, the singing.
And she's DJ. I mean, the production's great. And then she just jumps up, starts singing. She'll like get a track going,
Belts
like
it.
loops.
It's just belting the whole time.
And we
Oh
like were
my
so
God,
close,
so
but we like
good.
stand back to kind of be able to absorb it. So we like chose not to be right at the rail. And then it must have just been filling in behind us, but everybody's, pretty nice and respectful of, where your position is. So some people might fill in and started to close in a little bit after her set, whoever was right after.
I forget who it was though.
And then just Sarah was freaking insane, and it was like such high energy, and like that's when I started to like sweat, like actually like it was getting hot, like jumping, everything was great. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
okay,
you're
we
totally right. There was no airflow.
no.
You're totally, I
I was like,
forgot
God,
about that. That's why I was so glad I had my fan because I don't even know how to describe that. Like, not only was there no
stagnant,
airflow, it was
stale.
just horrible. Like, it wasn't humid because it's dry. So it was just
Yeah.
like you couldn't breathe. It was so hot.
Like suffocating. Yeah, it
Hmm.
was like it was, when it's so humid, you feel like you're not getting clean air, you're not getting like a fresh air in. It was like that. And it's not like we were compressed. We weren't
Mm-mm.
getting like a crowd surge or anything. And we turn around and we live here now. We're trapped in a sea of people and bodies. And I think you had us go to, there was like the rail that kind of comes out to exit. We moved close to that. And then people are like, oh, sweet, you're leaving. And then they're more willing to kind of like let you through.
The day one, if you get the opening ceremony and you get the opening ceremony shuttle bus, I realized today, I looked on the website that there's a range. So you could take the shuttle between 4 and 5:30, I think. Like you don't all have to leave at 4, which I didn't realize was a thing. We went at 4. But
We're going to
so
again, but
I mean, we're going to again, right? But
you have to
because
be
of
on
that, so
time.
like, exactly. So the night before, we purposefully, well, we went to John Summit and Dolla the night before, and I think now we have learned you like to leave a little early, and by early I mean like 2 or 3 a.m. And we don't need to leave that early. We can stay until like 4, if not later than that, and still be fine getting back. But we took that night as our time adjustment to try to stay awake because we were worried that we weren't going to be able to stay awake. So by the time we got home and went to bed, we probably didn't wake up until 11, I think, that first day.
Yeah.
And then we were able to get room service, get our Starbucks, and then we started getting ready at like 12:30 because my hair takes a long time to do and the makeup and everything else. And so we also accommodated for like a 40-minute leeway time ahead of the shuttles to get downstairs and to the shuttle because it's a walk. Like it's not like a regular hotel where you can walk down and then out the front entrance. Like we were on the opposite side of the hotel basically. And you have to
It's
walk outside too to get to the
it's
shuttle stop itself.
yeah, it's not like you go down to the lobby and get on your tour bus, your little shuttle bus. You have to walk towards the convention center and then through a back parking lot because they need so much empty space to set up the queue and the security and the water station that we're like walking out a random, like these are people going to like a normal conference in like business attire, and we're just like walking with our fans like in glitter. And there's like
Wearing
eventually on
nothing.
the way back they set up like a little snack station, like they got smart of like, okay, we know where these people are.
So we took the night before, we went out EDC week, saw somebody, stayed up late, and then we would wake up at like 11, start getting ready at 12, get on the shuttle at 4. And when you go through opening day shuttles, you go through security first at the hotel, then you want to fill up your hydro pack immediately. Don't pass go, fill up the hydro pack there. And then you'll go through security a second time, which threw us off when we got to the event, and we went through the back side, like the GA side. So if you have premier shuttles, that's the first day. If you don't get opening ceremony tickets, you won't be able to go through and get the opening through the what's that called?
The grandstands.
Yeah, the grandstands. Like,
Yeah.
unless you get the opening tickets and you go through that side, you don't get that at all. Because the rest of the time you're on the other side and you don't go through security a second time. You only go through it at the hotel and then that's it.
I know we went through the grandstands, but I just remember it being hot. And I
Yes,
don't
because we had to
remember.
stand in line because we had to go through security a second time.
So I remember like, oh crap, I opened my chapstick. Like, oh no.
That one, they had like drug dogs. It
Oh
was a whole
yes.
thing, the opening ceremony, but you had to like scan your badge, your little wristband to get in. Like it was a whole thing. We didn't have to do
Yeah,
that the rest of the
that
time.
was an ordeal. And so which I'm actually kind of excited that we're gonna have so many like shows at Cosmic Meadows. Like we'll actually get to like sit down without feeling guilty.
Well, yeah, so I literally like completely blocked this out from my brain. The only time we ever really sat was in the VIP section at the main stage.
Hmm.
We never sat or tried to sit anywhere else, and we could sit in the grandstand
But
seats,
you
not
said
like
we could
on the
only sit
ground.
once a day.
That's literally what we did. And I remember the first day, one of the girls was like, "It's a marathon, not a sprint. Take a break." Like she's like announcing to the crowd in VIP, like, "Sit down. You have many more days and hours of this." I want to try. I haven't talked to you yet about this, but I want to try, depending on what the schedule is, to see the fireworks from the grandstands.
Yeah, we couldn't really make it work because 1:30 is so early. Like
Hmm.
that is late normally, but it's
But
like
it's so early.
you're just getting going. Like I don't think we had even had our snack break yet. I can't remember when our snack break was because I didn't
We
take a
took our
picture of my
snack break
food.
kind of early because
Yeah,
it was still
before
light
things
out
got
for the
started.
most part. Did we miss anything? I mean, going to bed, we were on the early shuttle, the 4 a.m. shuttle. And so by the time you get back, it's like a 30 to 40-minute bus ride. And then by the time you walk through the casino in your outfit, and then we got back and we showered because we were covered in glitter. So we would completely shower, eat. And then by the time we went to bed, it was like 6. So it was like a 2-hour time to even leave the festival to actually getting into bed.
I forgot how much like effort that was, and I remember it being like I think you showered first, and then I was like, okay, I'll just get like a little nap in. I'll just like lay down.
Yeah, you would take a little nap. That's right.
And then like I would shower, and by the time I was done, you're like wrapped up in all your stuff, bundled in the bed, just like ready. You're like watching your sets, listening to my voice.
But yeah, it was a whole thing. I was just, when I was making the outline, I was just like, we spent a lot of time getting ready. It's like 5 hours to get ready and go to bed, basically.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff and layers. Like there's so much
So many
gel
layers.
because like I put so like to keep my hair flat and in the space like that it needs to be. Thinking like again because I forgot that there's no moisture, so I'm like okay, definitely gonna need extra gel and hairspray because it's gonna be humid. My hair is gonna curl, but there's no moisture, so I probably don't need to do as much gel. Oh gosh, all right, we gotta move on to EDM news and what in the world is going down in Brooklyn or did not go down in Brooklyn, should
So
I
the
say?
lore of the Brooklyn Mirage has been going on for at least 4 or 5 days. They completely rebuilt the whole structure, basically, I think. And so they literally, it's kind of like Fire Festival. It was giving
Oh
Fire
no.
Festival. So every single day there would be a random person going to video where the Brooklyn Mirage was in terms of their construction. And they were like, is this going to be ready by the time Sarah Landry goes on? Is this going to be ready? Everyone was saying yes, yes, yes. By the time they got to the last day, I guess they had actually gotten everything built, but they didn't pass inspection yet because it was last minute. And so she had to cancel her shows, both of them. So she made this big announcement, and then you love the picture that I found on Twitter of her team saying DEF CON 1 on the whiteboard behind them because they were like, because they're so geared towards the happiness of their fans. So a
Aw.
lot of the times, like if you go to like a Taylor Swift, Beyonce, whatever, if they cancel, you just get a refund and that's it. That's not what she
SOL.
did. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not what she did at all. She literally, they tried to rebook for other venues on the same night. So they announced it was a very limited space, which is why then it got packed like circuit grounds at this other venue.
That's
Um,
probably so cool though.
yes,
Like
yeah. So it was like a
exclusive.
smaller space. They got to go, whatever. And she not only refunded them, but she allowed them to come to the that show, and there was a second show the next day, completely free.
Holy crap. Oh
And
my
so
gosh.
yes. So she refunded all of the money and then was like, you're going to get your RSVP ticket tomorrow at 10 a.m. You can come at whatever time it was, 4 p.m. to this random venue. I don't know what the second night, I think, I can't remember if tonight was the second night. They canceled both, but they were working on updating it. And she's literally like TikToking live and Twitter live as they're doing it. So it's unlike anything else I've ever seen in terms of people getting like canceling their shows. But now the internet wins once again. So somebody said, anytime that I want to cancel my friend, I'm just going to say the Brooklyn Mirage.
Was anybody else supposed to play? Was it just her? Like,
Just her.
all right, what is John Summit's BFF up to?
Dolla. Oh, so he is. So there's a new movie coming out called F1. I think it's
Okay.
Formula One, and they the soundtrack is a bunch of DJs, and Dolla was invited to do a song. And
Cool.
there's a bunch of different DJs. They haven't released the album yet, at least that I can't access it on Spotify or anything. But so he said that he geared it not towards the club, but towards the movie. And so it's a completely different song than what what they're used to. And I'm very interested to hear what it's going to be like because it's not geared towards the club music. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means we're moving out of house. I don't know.
Oh
We'll
man,
see.
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I'll be brand. I'm not gonna watch the movie with the race cars in it, but
No,
I
no,
will
no.
listen to the
Absolutely not.
soundtrack.
Yeah, like David Guetta's on there. They released one song, but it was by an artist I didn't recognize, but it's actually good. I think I might have added it to the Spotify playlist for this week.
Yes. Boop, boop. All right, so for EDC, I did have like a couple of things that they posted. EDC
Oh, I'm so
Las
excited for this.
Vegas. They're officially opening a Four Loko store at the Las Vegas event, and just immediately I was like, "This is
Like a
gotta
store to
be a
buy the stuff, or are they just giving it away?
It's like a pop-up. It's gonna be like the
Celsius
Liquid
one.
IV or the Celsius, just the little experiences. Which those I don't totally understand. If you buy things, I think there is some free stuff. I think mostly people are shopping, and the
A lot of
comment
them give shit
section,
away for free. Like
yeah,
the Beatbox one gives stuff away, Celsius does,
maybe
all
that's
of
what I was.
them.
Yeah, so maybe I wonder if this is replacing Beatbox. 'Cause they would be competitors, not from like a
Yeah.
caffeine standpoint, but so the comment section though is worth finding. The Instagram is just gold and it is a
Do you have
millennial
any
throwback.
examples?
Oh, well, just instant blackout. The best, the best are like, because if you remember the original Four Loko,
Oh, I have a story
even
for
the,
you for Four Loko.
oh
The
God,
original one.
the original is they should have been sued into oblivion. They're just consistently 10 out of 10 times horrible things happening to people that drink just even a tiny bit of it. So absolutely
Oh
deserve
no.
all the smoke that they're getting. But so the comment section, what the other really good one is, can I reserve time at the med tent? So like they're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go drink Four Loco, but I need to reserve time at the med tent. They're like, give them my name, tell them I'm coming.
They're just
They're
gonna have
like,
like a little cart that takes people from the Four Loco tent to
yeah,
the med
just
tent.
it's gonna be a conveyor belt, just straight. And someone's like, "Who wants the shotgun before the sets?" And just like, no,
Or you start drinking it as you're walking to the med
I'm
tent.
good. No, no, don't need the Narcan. I got this. Just gonna go get my stomach pumped real quick.
So
Mm-mm-mm.
my Four Loco lore from when it was actually Four Loco with crack cocaine in it and whatever else was in it was there was a very strict. They were only like 99 cents, just like every other tall boy alcoholic drink then, and you could always have one Four Loco and like you'd be drunk. But if you went to two Four Locos, you were absolutely going to black out. And I literally watched my friend bong Two Four Locos. I watched them black out live. It
Like the
was
lights go out of their eyes.
literally, it was gone. I was like, I can't believe I just watched that lot. Like, you completely blacked out.
Like quick.
Horrible. And somebody, I remember if you took three, you were like dead to the world. Like, could not drink three. And they tasted bad. Like, one
Yeah.
of them I remember tasting like fucking cough syrup.
Tires, like it was not good.
No, but we still drank them because it was fast and cheap. One year it was 110. I think Four Loco was sophomore year. Junior year was 110, which is literally 110 proof.
151
Um,
party?
we didn't do that because that was a little bit more
It's too
expensive than
expensive.
110. 110 was only like $10, I think, or something crazy.
There's an off brand. I didn't know there was an off brand 151. It's just 101. Like it just probably was straight up rubbing alcohol poured into a
I'm pretty
different
sure that's
bottle.
all it was. Completely fine.
No impact. Yeah.
No. And then now I don't drink, and here we are in dead sober.
And here we go.
I
I
think that's
wonder
the
why.
millennial lore is just like we were wasted.
I feel like it went with each generation. Like Gen X would party in a field in middle school, and then they like raised us. So millennials were like, okay, we'll wait till high school, and then we like Gen Z learned from us, and they like maybe they waited
Stop
till
drinking
college, but
altogether.
they don't know it. Yeah, then like Gen Alpha's just like, okay, what's wrong with you people?
Gen
I
Alpha
just did.
parties. Gen Alpha is millennials. I don't know if you know that. They are millennials.
It's terrifying.
They dress like us. They go out like us. They drink like us.
It's
They're
going to be like the
us.
worst combination of millennial decision making with Gen Z not giving a crap because there's nothing to live for. They're just going to be the most dangerous generation.
I feel like they're going to be the most unhinged
Hmm.
generation. Maybe we should go to the Four Logo tent just for people watching.
Just to see, yeah. As they're like, well, there goes the arrests per day are going to go up. Because EDC is known for having like the lowest amount of crime and like all that kind of stuff. Because you're in the middle of nowhere. Where are you going to go? Like you can't escape. So they're like, oh, there goes the arrest statistics. To just skyrocket. Like people get freaking nuts on that stuff, like violent, pass out, crazy, and like
Because it's caffeine. It's caffeine
just
mixed with
and
alcohol.
obviously a legal amount of combining those two things was terrible. I know uh, it just
I thought your phone died.
no, it just oh now I'm echoing too because we're in the oh God, I just turned up the brightness. Make it
Go to, do you
stop.
have settings
Oh
now? Oh, what's
no.
happening? What's
The
happening?
brightness. Help.
What's happening?
I can't stop it. Oh my God.
I literally was like, did her phone die just suddenly?
We were just talking, and then all of a sudden I went
Black.
away, and you were big, and like you took up the whole screen, like I was just watching you, and I was just watching you, and I could hear you,
That's so
and
weird.
then the join button's gone, like,
That's so weird.
and you didn't get like a time. Oh. It said you disconnected.
I did the second. I'm not touching the screen.
My TikTok, my hands are up. Stop
My hands are
tweeting.
here. I'm not doing anything, I promise. I don't understand what's happening. It says
Sometimes there's
I
a
disconnected.
yeah, it's a rave bay disconnected. Sometimes there's a timeout. Keep going
Oh
just to make
yeah,
sure
that
you're
already
still
happened though.
there.
That's what I was doing when I was sliding the puzzle piece across. But
Oh, I
at
think
least
that
then
might
it was
be
like, you've been inactive. And I'm like, is it because we're just sitting here and talking? And I'm
because we're
not
not.
moving my hands?
Yeah, we gotta. I guess we have to do
Just,
dance breaks every once in a while for TikTok to be happy. But then I couldn't join you as a guest. You couldn't invite me, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll go live. And then oh, now you're there as a co-host. Now the mics work. Now we can fucking co-host. After it's like done, I'm like, shoot, did I get in? Because like I said, no, no, no. Oh, also,
it said the live ended. So I was just like, I'm just going to end it and restart and then try again later.
it's it did the you disconnected thing again, and then I clicked to like invite you back, and
Oh
you
no,
were
it said I
there, and
couldn't.
well, I clicked on you twice, but it didn't work, and then I started matching with 57 people. And you know how I got that eagle guy the first time? I got somebody else who goes, hello. I go, hi. And but
I know people do that. There are some people that I'm mutual with that go live, and then like if I go in, they'll add me,
oh
immediately
God.
decline because I don't want to go. I just want to watch. I don't want
Yeah,
to.
I'm here to look.
I don't even know where we did we finish?
We've got
Where are
Crywatchy,
you going?
new cry to close the window,
Oh,
to close the blinds.
I was like, am I just going to talk to a chair
You're
as I
gonna
talk about the
talk.
new music?
So the new music's great. We all
Yeah,
have it.
so I'm gonna start with the ones that are not yet released, and then we can talk about Jessica's after that. So there are two more albums coming. Millennium has been working on one, and he's gonna release another one. So I'm real
Ooh.
excited because that means he's gonna go on tour again, and I will be seeing him. And then Kraiwachi is releasing another album in June, and I hope it's very Kraiwachi. His last one, when he released it, I was like healing from like previous lover, PTSD, all of that stuff, and it was perfection because it wasn't his heavy whatever. It was more, it leaned more Kraiwachi. I literally love that album. It's one of my favorite albums, so I'm very excited to hear about his new one to see what it's like.
I'm glad that like you can, even though like you listen to it during like a really hard time, that you don't like, ugh, I can't listen to that now because it would like take you back there. It's almost like it helped like you through it. So it's like you actually look back on it kind of like favorably, and it's nice.
That's how the Millennium album was too. Like I that was the first summer, and I don't even know. It felt very, this is going to sound really, really woo woo, but I don't care. Elenium was coming to Pittsburgh. His name was just like sticking out to me. And I was like, I don't know why. I hadn't seen him on TikTok. I wasn't on EDM or rave stuff or any of that kind of stuff. He just kept showing up and like the Ticketmaster stuff and whatever and ads. And I was like, well, let me just like listen and see if I like it. And I tried his old stuff, didn't really like that at the time. Now I do. And then I listened to his new album, and his new album is also a very breakup, healing breakup version. So that's what got me into it. And then I was like, well, fuck, I'm gonna go because the tickets were like nothing at that point.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's so like, and it's funny too that like you're like, no, I need more cry banging songs.
Oh my God, I
I
love cry banging songs. They're so good. It's the artist that sang.
mm. Well, so interesting then that kind of leading into Jessica Alfred's new album, the songs. I okay, so a couple of things. I realized that when I listen to the music, I do need to listen to it not only on different devices that in
I'm
different
glad we're going back to
situations.
this so that I can
Yes.
understand what this means.
So I was like, okay, I got my homework, so I'm gonna do it on my lunch, of course. So I'm at work in my corporate outfit, got my door shut, and
Oh, you
I
eat
just,
by yourself?
yeah, like, because I'm not, there's actually nowhere to really, everyone eats by themselves. I wish I could
Mm.
live at their desk, like, or they leave.
Mm.
But everybody is like in their
For an
like little
hour?
bubble. Hmm. Yeah. And like some people like will leave, and then come back. But I guess I don't know too, because I can't see. Anyways.
So
Um,
do you, when you were listening to it in your office, the new Jessica Audiffred album, did you listen to it on like headphones or was it on the computer? Like what did
just
you,
just out my phone, speakerphone.
okay.
And I was like working too. So like I like meant to start on my break, and then I just ended up like playing like, okay, I can do both because like I gotta watch the video. So like yay, now my brain gets to do like multiple things
Oh,
at
I'm
once.
so glad I got to tell you that before you
So
watched because
yeah,
the
that
videos
like
are
totally
everything.
helped. So I started it. I was working, and then I would start the song, and like unlock my phone so I could like watch the like little video. And I love that she does a different video for almost every single song, and they're like related to it. I definitely had some sort of other influence because I was working. So the songs that I liked were ones that were like helping me focus. So it'd be like no
Okay.
lyrics, mostly just sounds. This is good. And that is when I decided that the last song, Destiny, is
Destiny.
a perfect song. No
Mm-hmm.
notes, a perfect EDM song. There
Mm-hmm.
no changes. It has everything that you want, and it just start to finish. Like
Yep.
you got if you like missed the beginning of the song because you weren't paying attention, start it over. And you let it go all the way through to the end of the song and hear the end. And I am a person who has not heard the last 30 seconds of any song. in existence. I have to skip the last 30 seconds. I get bored, time to move on. Her song I listened to start to finish, Destiny, A+ song. And now I want to make a playlist of perfect EDM songs. And that'd be like the first one to put on it. Just like,
Wait, you should do that. I
okay,
love that.
totally what I want to do. And I just like was convinced. I was obsessed. So then because I got obsessed and it was the last song, when I got home, I played it on like my Alexa thing and let that go. And I ended up liking Birthday a lot more.
Yep.
Rave On, of course. But there's one more song too. I'm so like amped because I got like so obsessed. The other one is, oh shoot, is it? No, I know what it is. It's Late Nights. Late Nights is the like actual club. I don't want to say R&B, but like rap, hip hop kind of. It's just like, oh.
Yep.
I have had it on like play it straight through. I put it on shuffle and then I hit repeat and I'm like, this is all I'm listening to for like the next 3 days.
Oh my God, I love that. I love that you love it so much because it's very different from the Dabin album.
Yeah, definitely.
And I still love that you love it as much. Like, that's amazing.
And there's a couple
It's
ones I'm
so
like,
good.
this is the one
It's
she
so
likes.
good.
I love it. And I
I'm
feel
so
like
excited to see her.
it's so good.
I love that you were like, no notes. I actually listened to it all the way through.
Start to
That's
finish.
huge.
It went so fast too. And I kept it,
Yeah, okay, yes. I didn't realize it was over and like it had restarted or whatever. And I was like, wait, that's it? I was like a little sad that that was the end of it. Is it only like 8 or 10 songs or something?
there's 12 songs.
Okay.
And like so now it's funny like I just the way that we like listen to music and buy music now, you know, you used to get the CD and you had to listen to the whole thing start to finish and you would like kind of start to pick up when like, oh, okay, this is the one I skip. Okay, this is when it stops and it starts over again. So I'm starting to get that with her album now to where when you hear All Around the World and you're like, oh man, that means there's only one more song left. And it's like, oh wait, but this is the best song because it's a perfect EDM song. So then it just starts back over again.
And Unleashed. I think I like Unleashed the most.
Yeah, do a hand
It'll
check.
it'll say that I kicked you out for no reason. Hand check.
Yeah, we gotta go back to hand checks for TikTok so that it doesn't kick us out again.
I love the little duck though. I love that it moves with you. It makes me very happy.
It's very like good for emphasis, which I thought would count for movement.
Apparently not. Apparently not. You can find
Amazing.
us on TikTok and Instagram at Dead Sober Podcast. Don't forget to check out our podcast on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, and YouTube. And you can find Fluffy at FluffyDragon0_0 and Rave Bay Melissa at rave.baebay.melissa, Melissa, on TikTok and Instagram. Tune in next week for our next episode on Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time.